What are the top 5 traffic sources off of Facebook that I'll be testing in 2018? That's coming right up, guys. Stay tuned. What's happening, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Sean, and if you want to learn how to build a successful e-commerce business, make sure you subscribe below and hit the notification bell. So today we're going to be talking about 5 traffic sources off of Facebook that I'll be testing in 2018, that I'm already testing on some of them. And I just want to tell you that Facebook is not the only traffic source, right? Instagram influencers aren't the only traffic source. There are infinite traffic sources that you can use to drive traffic to your e-commerce products, your e-commerce offers, your e-commerce funnels. Okay, so let's talk about these 5 things, and then we'll go into showing you examples of what this looks like. All right, so the first traffic source off of Facebook that I'll be testing, that I'm already testing, is the Google Display Network. Now, what is the Google Display Network? It's the biggest traffic source for you to scale quickly with e-commerce, right? So think about every website that you go to, CNN, Forbes, all these websites, whether it's a blog or website or a big publication, you see those banners, right, on the side of your screen, on the top of the screen. That is Google Display most of the time, okay? The reason this is so good is you can target a multitude of different ways, right? You can target based on interests, you can target based on in-market audiences, like people, like behaviors on Facebook, if you're a Facebook marketer. You can target based on keywords, so like how to get rid of belly fat, how to lose weight in 10 days. You can target based on keywords, so it's search intent driven as well. And Google Display, it's Google's the biggest source of traffic. No competition, right? Way bigger than Facebook, way bigger than any other source, right? So that is my #1 traffic source that I'm testing in 2018, especially for my health supplements. So Google Display. #2 is native ads. Native ads, you've probably seen these everywhere. And why are they called native ads? Because they don't look like ads. You might be on like maybe yahoo.com, or again, maybe on one of your favorite blogs or websites, and then you see a little picture on the bottom, like it looks like a blog article, right? It says maybe top 5 foods for you to have a better memory, right? Then you click through to that, it goes to like a little slideshow or a little, like, they call it advertorial because it's an advertisement, but it disguises as editorial, and it takes you to a slideshow or some kind of advertorial page, right? Where it talks about 5 ingredients to have a better memory, right? And at the bottom there, it conveniently links to your product. So in my case, it would be a supplement, right? And that is a native ad. It looks like it's part of the platform, it's part of the website. And when you click on it, it goes to another website, another advertiser's website, right? So the advertiser, which is you, the product owner or the e-commerce store owner, is the person who has written or has created that 5 tips for better memory and paid the website owner to put it on their site. That is native advertising. So why is that so good? It's because of the viral traffic. It's because you get super cheap CPCs because it doesn't look like an advertisement, right? People click on it because it arouses curiosity, right? And typically when you're doing native advertising, you can be a little more aggressive than you can on Facebook, right? You can have a little more text in your ads that are like more eye-catching or more like clickbaity, I guess, to get people to click over to your website. Okay, so that's #2. #3 is Instagram influencers. So I am using Instagram influencers to get cheap cold traffic over to my store, and I'm retargeting using Facebook and Google. So I'm using Instagram influencers to get, like $100 shout outs, $50 shout outs, $25 shout outs for people in my niche. And then I'm retargeting and pixeling them on my Facebook and Google Pixel, and then advertising to them on those platforms, right? So I don't lose the data. So cold traffic in through Instagram influencers, and then retargeting them with Facebook and Google. That is #3. Pretty self-explanatory. You guys probably already know what Instagram influencers are. I'm just making sure that retargeting component is in there, like I've talked about in my last video. #4 is Reddit. Now Reddit is something I haven't tested yet. I am using Google Display and native ads. I have not tested Reddit yet. And the reason Reddit is so good is because you can advertise like really strictly on the subreddit. So if you have a good niche for it, and Reddit, there's pretty much every niche is on there, or some kind of audience that's in your niche is on there. You can advertise directly on the subreddit and you're at the top of the page, okay? And I'm pretty sure that it's like half the cost of Facebook. I just don't really know the results yet. I know a few people who are using it to really good success. I just haven't tested it yet, but it's what I want to test in 2018 for sure. Anything I can do to get my costs down, I want to do that. So Reddit, again, you can use the subreddits. So let's say there's a subreddit on nootropics or biohacking. I can advertise on that specific subreddit for my brain supplement. You're gonna see me at the very top of the screen of the subreddit. And we'll take a look in just a second what that looks like. And the last traffic source that I'll be using, number 5, solo ads and email drops. Now, what is a solo ad? What is an email drop? Let's just say you have a big email list on brain health, or a big email list on productivity or something like that, right? I have my brain supplement that I want to sell to that audience. I want to sell it to people who are interested in nootropics and biohacking and interested in that kind of stuff, right? Brain health. So I go to this list owner, this email list owner who owns all these contacts, all these emails of people who are in that niche. And then I say, hey, can I pay you for you to send out an email to your list that goes to my offer? That is a solo ad or an email drop, right? Why is this effective? Because this list of contacts, it kind of works like Instagram influencers, right? These email list owners, they have a list of emails and it's already targeted to your niche and they already know who that list owner is, right? So they typically will trust them more than you just advertising to them cold on Facebook or Google or any of these websites, right? So they're already familiar with the email list owner, and the email list owner is basically gonna say, hey, this is a message from our sponsor, Sean, and this is his product or whatever. Here's like the information about the product, and it links to my product from that email, right? So it works pretty much just like Instagram influencers. They trust the list owner, the email list owner. So when they send out an email, they're more likely to click on your offer than if you were to advertise to them cold on any of these advertising platforms or networks, right? So that is these are the 5 traffic sources that I'm testing off of Facebook in 2018. And let's just take a quick look at each of these traffic sources and take a look at the examples of each, okay? So let's jump right in. Okay, so first let's take a look at Google display ads, right? You've seen these everywhere. I know you have. If you're on the internet at all, you already know what this is. So let's just take a look. I'm on CNN.com, and they're pretty much in every website, but you see this little banner right here, and you see this one here, and you see this one here. I just recently downloaded this app, Waze, or I was searching for it, and look, I'm already retargeted by it, right? This goes to the Waze page, right? That is a Google display ad, right? But instead of Waze, it would be your product here. It would be a picture of your product, right? And it would go to your website. So that is an example of Google display. That's what these banner ads are here, all right? All right, so the second traffic source, native ads, is on this website here. So native ads, I see a lot of them on conservative websites. I'm not really political at all, but this is just a good example of native ads, right? So I think this is one right here because it doesn't have that like ad choices. It doesn't have this right here in the corner that indicates it's Google. So right here, VSL, video sales letter. This, I'm guessing, is some kind of supplement, some joint supplement or something like that after this video plays.
Stunning breakthrough in molecular biology.
I'm not gonna read it, but so that I think I'm pretty sure this is a native ad here. And these are native ads too. So you see how to remove dark spots. These 4 things happen right before a heart attack. These 100 celebs are smoking hot. Oh, and it makes you want to click, right? So when you click on these, what actually happens is it leads you to some kind of like advertorial, right? It's an advertisement disguised as an editorial, right? See, it looks like a blog page, but I'm guessing this will lead to some kind of product too. Right. Let's see. Okay, so this is number 2, native ads, right? These are great examples. I'm sure you see them on all kinds of websites. These little clickbaity titles here. These are native ads too. I think Hillary's secret plot to impeach Trump revealed. Alzheimer reversing cocktail changing lives. I'm not saying to do this, right? Not saying to make these crazy claims because I don't do this with my supplements. But these are just really good examples of native ads, right? These type of really clickbaity titles.
If you have a loved one suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia, or if you're starting to work...
Wow, that's really in your face. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3, Instagram influencers. Okay, so let's just say I want to look into something for women's fitness or women's health, right? I will type in women's health. And then I try to find like not these big publications, but someone who is like maybe her. She's a little small. Not a small following, I meant. Let's see. Let's see if we can find one. Maybe her. Fit Bunny Jill. Okay, so I don't know, maybe she might be a good fit, but basically the idea is to find an influencer in your niche, make sure you have your Facebook and Google Pixel installed on your store, reach out to these influencers, ask them to drive traffic like an Instagram shout out in their story and in their bio that go to your store, and then you retarget them on Facebook and Google, right? So you're using Instagram influencers for cold traffic with the Facebook and Google Pixel installed on your store, okay? So it's pretty self-explanatory. If you guys watch any type of dropshipping videos, it's filled with Instagram influencer tutorials. So check those out. So that is number 3. Number 4 is Reddit. Let's go to subreddit, like best subreddits. Wholesome gifts. Let's just see this. Let's say survival subreddit. Okay. Let's see if they have any advertisements on the top right here. So you see how it says promoted, spy on competitor PPC campaigns from $7 a month free trial. I'm guessing there's some kind of pixel that they've used. Let's see, what do they have here? Oh, I actually don't know. I've never seen this site before. But up here is a perfect example of a Reddit ad. They're advertising on the survival subreddit, right? And I would probably advertise a survival like type product, right? Something a survival person would buy. So maybe that tactical flashlight that I did a video on, I would have it over here. Like, see this amazing tactical flashlight. I would click on this and it would go to my sales page, right? That's exactly how Reddit ads work. Basically, is you advertise on the subreddit and you can pay like a cheaper price and it goes directly to your landing page, your sales page, whatever. And look, 179,941 survivors in this community. That is 179,000 passionate people that are really into survival. So what does that mean for you? That means they're all here for you in one place for you to target, and you have a very passionate audience to reach out to, right? Look how easy this ad is too. It's just spy on your competitor PPC campaigns. I mean, this is kind of a mismatch, right? Message to market mismatch. But you can think of a very easy subject line to put here. You don't really even have to put a picture, I guess. It doesn't look like they have one. And it just links to their website, right? So that is a Reddit ad. For email drops, the 5th traffic source, I'm testing 2 different sites. So dedicated emails is what I'm testing. This is going to be more expensive. You're going to have to spend at least $500 or more. These guys work with like some of the biggest internet marketers online, and they have the huge niches, right? Health, outdoors, finance, political, and you can see some of their top clients. These guys are huge in the internet marketing industry. But this is if you're already a pretty big seller, you already have an offer that's converting, you can go to these guys and they can drive massive amounts of good quality traffic to your offer through email drops. Now, if you are on a smaller scale, then you can use something like udemy.com. I'll put a link to it in the description. But you can pay like 35 cents to like 50 or 70 cents per click to their email list, and you can target based on different types of niches. So I'm into health, so I might look for a health email drop, right? You can go into their profile, see the reviews, that kind of stuff, right? All right, so that's number 5. That is the email drops piece of things that I'm going to be testing in 2018. I'm actually starting with these guys. I'm going to actually put like a big email blast to my offer from dedicated emails here because I'm in the health niche, right? And it's a bigger niche than just going for something more targeted, right? Like on subreddits or anything like that. But I'm also testing this on a smaller scale, so I will let you know how that goes. And yeah, those are the top 5 traffic sources. Again, Google display is number 1. Number 2 is native ads. Number 3, Instagram influencers. Number 4 is Reddit ads. And number 5 is email drops and solo ads. All right, so I hope that kind of opens your mind a little bit. It kind of takes you off of that mentality like Facebook is the only traffic source you can use, right? Like I said, there are infinite traffic sources that drive traffic, good quality traffic to your offer, right? you guys know that my Facebook account got shut down, right? So I was out of business for like a few days on Facebook. Now, if I didn't have these other traffic sources that I was testing or that are in my arsenal, I would be completely out of business, right? I wouldn't have any sales coming in at all. So it's important that you kind of diversify. Of course, when you're just starting out, try to learn at least one traffic source well, because it makes it easier for any other traffic source that you go to. But if you're already experienced, if you're already intermediate level, don't get stuck on Facebook, because costs are rising and you're gonna get weeded out if that's your only way of traffic, right? So take a look at these other traffic sources, do your homework. I'm gonna have something very cool for you guys in the next week. If you guys wanna learn more about these traffic sources, it's not a course, it's something even better than that. But if you guys like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next video.